Hello, and welcome to this video. This will be the channel introduction. This will be uploaded alongside my first video, the PWHL overview. And the intention of this video is to give you some ideas of what I'm trying to do with this channel and some goals of mine and an idea of what content you'll see in it as well. So this channel is going to be dedicated to a very basic understanding of leagues, teams, and the sport in which they play. My focus out of the gates is going to be the PWHL because it's the newest league and it's one I'm an avid watcher of. Along with the PWHL, I watch the NWSL and WNBA quite a bit. I've actually been season ticket holders for a team in all three leagues. My goal here is not to reinvent the wheel. I just want to give basic information to new fans, maybe existing fans that don't know a lot, and and just give people just that very base level of understanding about teams, leagues, and the sport in which they play. So some topics of discussion I have in mind to do this. Like the first presentation, I would like to do league overviews, maybe even additional PWHL overviews, kind of in the same vein as what I did, but maybe, change up the topic, maybe overview something different, maybe certain players and that sort of thing. Also, we'll do team overviews, and in fact, my next videos will be team overviews. There'll be one video each of the 8 teams, probably a little shorter than what the initial video was. I also like to do player profiles. This will probably start with big time players like your Marie-Philippe Poulin, your Sarah Nurses, your Hillary Knights, players like that who are, front and center in the league. But I'd also like to get to players further down the roster that have interesting stories. And, I mean, everyone that makes the PWHL is a professional and has accomplished something, and everybody's stories were worth being heard. So I hope to get through as many as I can, given what we're dealing with. This will be the hardest part, but I'd like to do some overviews on some rules and regulations of each sport. One of the biggest hurdles for a new time viewer of a league is that there's all sorts of rules they don't know. It's easy to say, oh yeah, whoever puts the puck in the net more wins the hockey game. But what about offside and icing and other game flow mechanics and penalties, and when they take breaks and periods, intermissions, overtimes. I kind of want to touch on that in a series of videos just to give new viewers a kind of a base level understanding of the rules, and even if it doesn't teach them what offside is, it at least gives them an idea of what to look for and an idea of what the rule is. I'd also like to do historical information, so this may tie in with the player profiles, doing like a Hall of Famer like a Cammy Granato or a Haley Wickenhauser. Maybe a further deep dive into the formation of the PWHL, a deeper dive into women's hockey coming on in the 90s. And I'd like to educate myself on, women's hockey a century ago and how it all started and kind of the peaks and valleys it's had. This is not a topic I'm super adept at, but I hope to learn and I hope to be able to pass that information along with all of you. So this is my overall goal for the channel. I'm always open to feedback, any positive, negative, any ideas you have. This won't be a very big analysis video. I'm not going to review a recent, Boston versus New York game and tell you that, New York powered through the second period but gave up too much in the third. It's not really my thing to do kind of that game by game analysis. I'm actually linking a podcast called Ice Earned, which I think is a very good podcast that goes through a lot of that. But I want to just kind of give the big picture overview and kind of discuss for new fans, and then you can go to those podcasts and kind of get more information about individual games. But yes, that's my overall goal. As always, please give any feedback you have. This is just a silly idea I had, and hopefully I can make something out of it. But appreciate anybody that's watching this video. Thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a great day.